Where are we going again? Let's go over here. There's a civilization just over here. And hey, look at that! You can actually see Cloud's new sword. That's cool. I was wondering about that. I was thinking to myself that changing the model of his weapon might be too much for an older game. But I'm glad to be proven wrong. There you go. I guess I shouldn't have expected Eris to be able to deal a final blow. But I was rooting for it. Chocobos! Thinking of crossing the marshes? Is that where we're supposed to go next? I wasn't paying attention. It'd probably be safer if you get a chocobo. Old folks are out of luck. Old? Want to know how to catch a chocobo? Yeah, how? Wild chocobos always appear with other monsters. But you won't be able to catch it because of the monsters. That's why you gotta defeat them monster first. Then you can catch it. And then? Wild chocobos real cautious. They'll run away from the small thing. But if you use greens, then focus on those and run away. But if you don't have a chocobo lore, they won't come out. Let's see. Is there anything on the shoreline? A new battleground background. Ew. Well, that was easy. So this will be my goal, is just grinding for money. Farming. It's farming. Grinding is when you're killing enemies for experience, so you can level up. Maybe at some point I will be able to play a modded version of this game. Like, whether I'm in the field or in battle, I would like it if the characters look as they did in the official artwork by Nomura. There is a version of that made by some modder, I don't know his name, although the character models are smaller than they should be, so that's just one thing that needs to be fixed. But then you look at the character models for cutscenes, and it is Nomura's artwork straight off the page, just in animation form. That's probably how Square should have done it in the first place. Not a remake, just a remaster. And then put it on all consoles. Yes, even the Xbox. Even if Sony does think Microsoft is icky. Whee! We're getting there. As I said before, Gil is kind of easy to come by. We're gonna be okay. Meanwhile, in a Zelda game, when you need a certain amount of rupees, oh boy. Seems like it takes forever. Look at that. It added quite a bit. Why, though? You know what? Never mind. Game logic. Cares. Please, that Link is able to carry all these items in his pocket. Who cares? But sometimes that's just how it be. I'm an adult now, so sometimes I need to question the logic. Or I feel like I need to question it. But I really don't. And deep down I know that, but it slips out. I'm sorry. Hey, wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. I'm really enjoying these battles now. At first it was a little bit weird, maybe because it's 3D, and I was only used to the 2D games and their battles. But I'm really liking it. Aside from the times where I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, and other times where I think I was about to do a thing and it ended up not being the thing that I wanted, and I get mad at the game, even though I'm probably the one who messed up, but it doesn't seem like I'm the one who messed up. So, yeah, I just get more mad. Like that time I was trying to use Phoenix Downs on Tifa and it just wasn't working. I kept using a Phoenix Down on Eris by mistake. That is not who I was targeting, game. Let me show you. Phoenix Down. I'm gonna press down on the touchpad. Tifa. I'm not gonna use that on her right now, so let me pick something else. Potion, because she lost some life. Tifa. Attack, I will. There you go. You see how easy that was? Yep. Thanks. Wouldn't hurt by some greens either. Oh, and how fast Chocobo finish eating depends on what type of greens you feed him. Finally, we reached that point where the game starts to make me really mad. Let's just say it was a good thing my mother wasn't home at the time. As Billy was trying to get at, you need to feed the Chocobo one of the greens, and then it'll start eating it. Then you have to take care of the monsters while it eats it. If it ends up finishing it, you gotta give it another green, rinse and repeat. But just like how battles are generally kind of randomized, just like Dungeons and Dragons, so is chasing Chocobos. Look at this! I gave this Chocobo some greens, so he's preoccupied. And we got some lesser enemies to deal with. So we'll just take care of those and what the? Yep. If you end up finishing off an enemy with one party member and selected a different party member to attack that same enemy, the Chocobo can become a target. Sometimes you'll go to feed the Chocobo and it just runs away. This leads to your Choco grasses getting wasted, forcing you to buy more. Other times you'll be walking on the Chocobo tracks trying to get one to appear and it just doesn't. The final nail in the coffin is that even when you get a Chocobo, if you dismount, Chocobos will escape. Meaning, if you want to get another Chocobo, dismounts. You're doing all that again. Did Sephiroth do this? Probably. I wasn't dumb enough to dismount, of course. Instead, I just exited the cave the same way I entered, even though I was headed in the exact opposite direction. Sat in place to see what would happen if this worm caught up to us, got forced into battle, and then we all died. Something this mother lover doesn't even know anything about, because he does not die. Dadgummit! It doesn't matter how fast I do it. It really doesn't. I'm freaking out of here. So I'm mad now, if you couldn't tell. Like, mad. And it's mostly the game's fault. Just get to the range, just get to the... Okay, Tifa's got this. Tifa's got this. Took her long enough, though. They're weak enemies, but there are too many of them. And since Eris and Cloud are unconscious, they don't get to level up. It's really a bummer. What kind of staff? One of the things that it told me to do was get an enemy skill materia and equip it. One of them being in Professor Hojo's lab in the Shimmer Building and a sample tank. We could probably go back to the Shimmer Building and get it real quick, but I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Midgar is off limits from now on. The guide also told me to do this. Work. Receive the Choco Moog materia. That's Tifa's default. Mimic grass. Greens. And the Gishel greens. How many? Several. So, I'm just gonna get 7. Because that's what I think about when I hear several. Okay, save here. Quit. Continue. Moving. We're moving, we're good, we're good. That was hardly cheesing it at all. I only had to do it once. I go this way. Or not. Go this way. Okay, so yeah, that just takes us out of the cave. Never mind. So, okay, wait a minute. We enter the cave the first time, and we end up seeing that giant worm hung on a stake. But we go in there a second time, and we actually go into the cave? That doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever, keep moving. Mind source. What is that? This is one of them caves that probably has monsters in it. Just all of you attack it, the same thing once. Okay, well, they don't seem to be doing that much damage. It's fine. You missed! Hey! Actually, let's do Seal Evil. I want her to do something different. Haha, you can't do anything. It might make more sense to make Teeth of the Thief, because she's the closest thing to a ninja. But nah. Okay, well, they couldn't do anything for a little bit. But that'll come in handy. Ether! Thank God. It's about time. I can only rest so many times. Not a whole lot of health. Should have figured. But sometimes you don't know. Crawler. Really? That's the best name you could come up with? Just call it a bob snake or something. A bob snake? Really? That's the best you could come up with? Should've! Thank you. At one point they did it again. I tried to affect Tifa and it just didn't. Instead I healed myself. Like, what? I'm not aiming for myself. I'm aiming for my girlfriend. Sorry, Eris, you can't heal yourself. It's over. Tent! I'm not buying those. But if I find one like I just did, that's fine. Oh, she's fine. She's just tuckered out, I guess. She needed this. She's missing! What is she right now? Is she silenced? I don't get it. Just a second. By any chance, are you... Do you know who I am? The Turks, right? Well, if you know, then this won't take long. It's difficult to explain what the Turks do. Kidnapping, right? To put it negatively, you could say that. But that's not all there is to it anymore. Oh, Elena's up there. Sir. It's all right, Rude. I know you don't like speeches, so don't force it. Then explain. I'm the newest member. Thanks to what you did to Reno, we're short-handed. But because of that, I got promoted to the Turks. Anyhow, our job is to find out where Sephiroth is headed. And to try and stop you every step of the way. Why, though? He's our enemy, too. Wait a minute. It's the other way around. You're the ones that are getting in our way. Elena, you talk too much. Mr. Sung, you're the guy who punched Aerith in the face. Did I mention that you're gonna die for that? No need to tell them about our orders. Sorry, Sung. I thought I gave your orders. Now go. Don't forget to file your report. Oh, right. Very well. Rude and I will go after Sephiroth, who is heading for Junon Harbor. Elena, you don't seem to understand. Oh, I'm sorry. Go. Don't let Sephiroth get away. Yes, sir. Reno said he wanted to see you after the injuries you gave him healed. He wants to show his affection for you all with a new weapon. So we're gonna fight Sung? Well then. Eris, long time no see. Looks like you're safe from the shitter for a while, now that Sephiroth reappeared. What are you saying? That I should be grateful to Sephiroth? No. I won't be seeing much of you, so take care. Strange hearing that from you. Well then, stay out of Shinra's way. Oh! We're not gonna fight anybody. I guess this isn't the Mithril Mine yet? This is a different cave? Okay, here we go. Because Rude also climbed up here. Alright. Anybody want a potion? Hmm? You thirsty, Tifa? Oh, I'm out now. Idiots. We're gonna save. Finally, we are on the other side of the mountain. And there's a civilization just over here. We've been fighting the Shinra on this battlefield for a long time. We've still settled in a long war with them. Could you spare some time? Help us fight them? We don't want to sound pushy, so if you're busy with something, why don't you finish that first? Sure. Really? Then go up. They'll fill you in on the details. Where am I? Is this Junin? I think this is an old man. Now this is something I never thought anyone would ever climb up here. Your eyes are different. Well, anyhow, any minute now, this will be a battlefield against Shinra. You better get down before you get involved. I'm staying. You mean Shinra? What do you mean a battlefield? It appears you have a problem with Shinra too. After all, you climbed up here. I'm not going to do it anymore. Why not listen to what I have to say for a moment? I guess so. Do you know what's at the top of the mountain? A huge bird. The reactor and the condor? That's right. On the mountain is a condor and a reactor. It seems that Shinra doesn't like the idea of having a condor on top of a reactor. What's so wrong with that? It seems that there's some type of special materia in the reactor above us. And because the condor came, the Shinra rushed troops here. The military wants the condor and all the villagers want off this mountain. The condor is now warming its egg, which hatches only every few years. We would like to protect the condor from being harmed. New lives. Condor's egg, a real work of nature. We've got to protect the life of the planet. We must protect the condor egg, right? Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to fight Shinra ourselves. That's why we've hired soldiers to help us. As our sponsor, you can help us with a contribution by fighting alongside us. What do you think? Cloud? Cloud, why are you still worrying about it? Alright. Thanks. Yeah, let's do our best. Alright, just save again, so I can make myself feel better. Say, let's rest, okay? Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I think I'll cut it there.